from point A to point B. Open up the app, drop your location. Peace Watcher will show up and ensue your safety from point A to point B. If you are or detained by the police and you feel police anxiety, drop your location and Peace Watchers from within 10 miles away will show up and ensue your safety. All you need to do to get the app is log on to thepeacewatchers.com, download it, and make it a homepage on your front screen. Once again, salute thepeacewatchers.com. And now, welcome to Big Mondays. Bow! Let's go, France.
See, so you have a date on the 31st?
I don't have no damn date. I ain't got no date because, look, I ain't got no date until I got one.
My man turned into a hidden character.
I like that. All right, let's set it off, man. Monday morning, we can talk about the King of the Dot East Division. Is the third week of the tournament. Some of the battles took place yesterday. Hedis and Ty Law, Show Off and Bonnie, the return of Rich Dollars and Jay Murder, and Eddie I and XL, which is a great back and forth. Some of the biggest takeaways, let's throw it to the people in the audience. If you guys saw yesterday's events, tell us what stood out to you, what was great, what was not so good, what was not so enjoyable. If you want to pack somebody up, feel more than welcome to.
Santana Black, XL is so underrated.
Hami. Was that a King of the Dot or a Team Hami event? Simon, I was in the building. I can confirm half the attendance was Team Hami.
Tyler
Don't be mad because Team
106.
Hami showed up for these.
Hey, listen,
Rich Dollar's second wasn't so bad, says Alex. Was the judges revealed the day
we gonna talk about it, yo.
Pack Ben up. Ty Law was ass. Ty Law hurt my
How
heart.
Team Hami is.
Oh man, get Rich. I'm not nice to out of here. Oh man, came back after 5 years. From Poison Pen to the right of the screen was Team Hami. Yo, that's a
it was home field
right side was
advantage.
Hami, man.
It was home field advantage, yo.
Oh, did they say Levels choked? What happened? Rich Dollars was he was stuck in 2010.
Hey, Ben, one of the judges. I heard about your ass, Ben.
KOTB in the building.
Oh, Ben is in the room. Feel free to pack him up and address all of your concerns. I have to say, man, Rich Dollars, he brought it back. He brought it back with the A, B. See, D gonna be on E thinking he can F with a G. His bitch say H-I because I spit it like J. She amused by the jewels. Yeah, the diamonds by K.
All right, the Bronx holding it down over here.
What were all these letter bars? What was happening? Is this 2008?
Look, I got ADHD. I can't deal with this shit. I got ADHD.
Once I saw it, I'm like, did he just wake up from a time capsule? Did he just like
that first round, bro? I was like, Rich, this ain't it, Rich. No, Rich. No.
Conquesta said Papoose loved it.
Alphabetical slaughter.
No, I'm about to reverse it. Like, oh God.
Oh, Cece know about that?
Yeah, yes, you do.
You know I know about that. That's like one of the hottest shit he's ever done in his whole entire life.
Let me find out, man. Cece out here.
I co-sign that shit, but other than that, that's
oh man.
No, tell Remy Ma and the baby, Cece loves them. That's
Cece
what I love.
listening to deep, hardcore New York underground joints. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Salute to you on that.
Hey, B, C, D. It's like, yo, I cannot.
Racist buffoons.
Well, look, if I know CC, you didn't get a chance to watch Rizal's performance. What you just said just now was exactly his first round. All right, it was literally A, B, 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 C, 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 D.
It was so many OBC bars going on.
I wish I could joke with you, and I wish I was lying. I'm really serious. It really was like that.
I would have done.
You gotta pack the hammer when you this fly.
I would have took a store run for that one.
Yeah, but it would have been fitting to come back for his second round, though. You know what I mean?
I think the most interesting part was his post battle interview when he said he thought everybody didn't catch the bars in the room.
Oh, we caught him. We caught him all right. I will say this though, France. All right, his first round was like, all right, Rich, man, like this is not 2010 but his second round, he abandoned all of those old school punchlines took a direct attack on Jay Murder, you know, brought up some angles that actually made sense. You know, him talking about using his family as far as to, you know, drop bars in the battle and stuff like that, how he wouldn't do that, and how he looked like a super and all that. And Jay Murder's second round was kind of light, man. Rich Dollars took that second, so I felt like his approach was much better in the second. And then in the third, he went back like to punching and stuff like that, and it just was not enough. It was just too outdated. But I will say this, he was clean. He did not look dirty. He ain't look like he was hurting. I gotta give him that. He did not have the stanky Yankee fitted. He came with the waves on, wells on, looking clean. So I gotta give him props for that. And his second round was pretty good. He
got
won
that
the second
beard
round.
that's almost connecting too, lady.
Here we go. Here we go. It ain't even 11 o'clock yet.
It's beard season, ladies. You know what time it is.
Look at France over here. Look at France with the French tickler. France like, hey, look at my French tickler. You know what this is for, ladies? I will twist it for a very good time.
Look, like Cardi B said.
What'd she say?
Listen to WAP. She said what time it is. It's beard season time, ladies. It's beard season time.
A song is too explicit for a wholesome family man such as myself. You know what I'm saying? Me and Hayes the family man, we can't listen to that kind of music anymore.
I know what you got to do to make a baby. Stop, Flag. We know what you got to do to make a baby, Flag.
Excuse me. Excuse me. What is happening here on this Monday?
Let's talk about.
Okay, so back to the battle because I didn't watch it. I didn't watch Rich, but
So let's get into this Head Ice stuff because I'm sure everybody felt.
That's what we're here for.
Everybody felt it was a little controversial. They felt Head Ice was going to disaster the whole East Coast division. Everybody in the audience, what do you guys think of?
Okay, so like I didn't watch everything yesterday because I've had a very long and crazy weekend. But y'all let me know what's going on.
Well, I'll catch you up. Head Ice won 4-1. He won the fan vote and 3 judges. Only one judge won for Ty Law. Damn, I forgot his name, but it wasn't Ben. I'll tell you that much. I forget his name. I forgot the young brother's name. And if Ben's here, he can please.
Trouble again.
Was it Hemi? The white boy?
Yeah, there we go. His name is Hemi.
Or was it 6 seconds to God? It was 6 seconds to God. That's his name. That guy. That brother.
All right. Well, there's 2 guys on video. Kid Capri and 6 seconds.
He was a judge.
No, Hemi was on the was at home.
Okay, so Hemi and Kid Capri were at home, and 6 seconds and Ben were in the building.
Yeah.
And,
okay.
So Ben was the only one that didn't vote for, not the only one, but everybody voted for Head Ice. He's the only one who voted for Ty Law. Ty Law lost the fan vote though, and it's controversial because Ty Law also got caught recycling, but he also got a piece of the unprofessionalism from Poison Pen and Head Ice, and it's just a nasty battle.
Okay, Bootleg Gang, bat signal in the air, but because I need to see this for myself.
Yeah. Yo, CC, it was a very weird battle. I'm gonna break it down to you like this, right? So first round, Head Ice is going. He's doing the Head Ice thing. You're catching phrases here and there. You're connecting pieces. It's like Tetris, and you're like, all right, I think it's good. I don't think it's bad. I don't understand it all, but it's Head Ice. And then Ty Law goes, hey, he's taking a second to warm up. His bars are good, but his presence, delivery, and all that wasn't quite matching, but you could understand all of his bars. You feel me? So to me, that round is like debatable-ish, right? Second round, Head Ice comes out. He's doing his Head Ice thing again. He starts stumbling and whatnot, right? So, of course, you're taking points off of that. Ty Law comes out, cleanly takes the second. Like, just takes the second. Like, there's no...
So it's like 1-1?
Yeah, fake 1-1. You know what I'm saying? If you want to give Ty Law that first round, it's 2-0. But I can see people saying I give Ice the first round. I can see that. You feel me? But the second round, nowhere near close, right? Third round, and on top of that, CC, Head Ice was rapping for like 4 damn minutes. Now, there's
probably more.
There was no time.
What's the time?
2:30.
I don't know. They didn't tell us what the time was, but we're guessing 2 minutes, 2:30. You know what I'm saying? It seems to be what everyone else was rapping. But Head Ice is just rapping. No one is bringing out the stop sign for him, the clock, nothing. He's just going, doing his thing, moving around and all that. So then the third round comes. Ice is rapping. He goes over the time limit again. Keeps rapping, chokes up, or as Verb would say, he nutted up, right? So I'm like, yo, if Ty Law is clean, he's going to win this battle cleanly, or else we're going to have a whole disaster situation. You feel me? All he had to do was be clean. So he's rapping. He's doing good. Then all of a sudden, Ice starts pulling out some vet tricks, giving him his back and his shoulders to look at. He's talking to his mans in them. Apparently, he's about to light up a blunt.
Rude.
You can't smoke on Twitch or anything like that. So here comes Poison Pen, bumping into Ty Law, talking to Head Ice. They're having a full-blown conversation. Ty Law's like, yo, what's going on back there? Like, what's happening?
Right. Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
I'm
SPFU.
Shut the fuck up.
Homie loses his placing, and he just does not get it back. It was nasty from that point on. It was like watching someone trip and then just roll down a hill over and over and over again until they reach the ground, and it's just like, I almost had it.
Ben said somebody was smoking, and Penn told them to stop smoking when Ty Law was rapping his third.
Yeah, but yo, at the end when they interviewing Ice, he's like, yeah, I seen what was happening, so I had to do some vet tricks. And I was like, here we go. But then you got to look at the other side. If you're Ty Law and this is happening, turn to the camera and spit your balls to the camera, doggy. Like, you could have won this battle and moved on easily.
Yeah.
Composure is a major part of battling. Head Ice was sneaky. He was doing some sneaky ass Harlem moves. You know them Harlem cats. They always
Thank you, Anwar, for the props. Appreciate that.
Icy move. And Head Ice was in his Harlem bag all the way, and it worked, man. Ty Law was not able to keep the composure. He let that thing distract him, and he just never got it back. He could have won the battle cleanly, but the fact that the first round was debatable, it left the door open to Head Ice winning. But a lot of controversy. I didn't like the way it ended. I didn't like all of that. It was kind of nasty.
I just want to send a bat signal to Bootleg Gang.
Oh.
Bat signal.
All right. So now that y'all got that, please send that over when I get the chance. And everybody in the chat, you know the vibes.
What up, Anwar? My main man.
Thank you, Ty, for the props. I appreciate that. Thank you for the birthday love. I'll say this much though: we got Head Ice.
Ice showed levels. Damn, yo, Fat Boy. Who said Ice showed levels?
Somebody was impressed.
Somebody was impressed.
Ice.
Wasn't me though. But I'll say this.
I showed what? What?
Thank you, Columbus. Thank you.
Birthday love.
Vlad. I'll say this though. We got the dream match.
I gotta see it for myself though.
We got the dream match because we got Excel and Head Ice going head to head in the second round. Mm-hmm. And Excel been waiting to get that link. And Excel's not gonna allow that wizardry to happen.
And they already got bars for each other. They were supposed to battle on iBattle.
Thank you for the props, man.
And you know what, man? You know Team Hami is going to be there 43 deep. So this is the Team Hami division. Officially now, we have changed the name. This is no longer the East Coast division. It is the Team Hami division. They're going to be 43 deep. And it's going to be a little bit different coming up there when they come back.
It's home field advantage for Team Hami, clearly.
Yeah, man. And I forgot to mention, man, in the Rich Dollars battle, I got to speak to these Hami cats, man. You know.
Oh, okay.
I understand. You guys are family. It's not just the battle rap group. I respect all of that, right? But here's the thing. Your man Poison Pen is putting on a full production for everyone, all right? There's $50,000 on the line. We have to act accordingly. Like, there's one thing. I know everyone loves to talk about the NWX gas, but it's like it's a controlled reaction, and they get back to what they're doing. Guys are talking. People are laughing. It's like going on a class trip with that rowdy class that hardly gets out. And now they just hear
I know what you're trying to say, and I'm glad you changed the word.
Who's
You
in
feel me?
charge?
And it's just like, what are we doing? It was just bad. Rich Dollars is rapping, and they're dead ass laughing. Like, I mean, laughing to the point where you're putting your forehead on the other guy's shoulder, laughing, pushing each other, just making it a whole mockery. And we're watching this. This is not good. It's not bad. It's not professional. It was rude as, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't good, man. Like, we can't be having this, especially with 50 people on the line. Act accordingly, react accordingly. We're all adults. It was a bad look, man. I didn't.
Is Team Homie worse than NWX? This is what it sounds like to me.
Listen, man.
Because everybody's saying Team Homie was OD.
Listen, they'll give
it
him a
ain't
run.
the first time either, but this time it's 50K.
That's
on the
true.
line.
That's true. It ain't the first time.
Well, you know what? You know what I hope for? I hope for Team Homie to make it to the final 8, where they have to go to that bubble in LA. It's not.
Now, man, they all gonna get one bus and drive for 3 days and show up and go Homie. All right, man. That's what's going on.
Gregory. He said Homie is worse because their guys aren't even top tier good.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's keep it rolling.
What you say, Anwar?
Let's keep it rolling. Anwar had a very interesting tweet.
Oh.
And it became a topic for today. So salute to Anwar for giving us content. He had a tweet and says, if you choking around, you lose that round. The rules is right there next to it has to at least rhyme. And Jazz the Rapper says, you choking around, you lose the round. Man, hell no. If the person who ain't choke is ass and you was better, you won that round. This ain't 1999.
Oh, no, Jazz. No. We not about to do this.
Let's throw it to the people first. Let's talk about it. The people, you guys out there go first, because a lot of rappers are agreeing with her. So this has created a division. It's created a division.
Is Fat Boy agreeing with Jazz?
Oh, wait.
So you're with Jazz?
Anwar said, this is my topic. Oh, correction, Anwar. This was your topic.
Here we go.
Jazz, pack it the fuck up. I agree, Ben. We're not about to do this, Jazz. And we just had a dope interview with you last Thursday. And we can't.
Tata
we can't
says,
do this.
Clips is the perfect example for this. His choke made it feel like Summer Madness. Lux B Cal 3-0. Oh, man. Here we go.
Get on my nerves.
Trostadamus? There you go, man. Yes, the Diddy rules, man.
We're not doing this battle rap stats.
Call that
we
a
are
body.
not doing this.
We're not doing this.
No.
Surf beat Lux. So here we go.
Right, Surf beat Lux. If we go, my bad, Surf. I've been dragging you for filth since Gnome 9.
Thank you for the share, DC Holiday. Salute on your win, by the way, DC. I know you in the building.
Me and Jazz, a couple.
I've been wrong since 2008, y'all.
He gonna add what? Twerk first and second.
Twerk is undefeated.
Gonna change everything then.
Twerk is undefeated. Twerk beat Swamp.
17.
If Jazz's rule is accurate, then 40 beat her then, right?
Right. No,
40,
you
good, sis.
Friends, if Jazz's rule is accurate, then we are not talking about that Miss Hustle battle with that choke that they edited out.
Correct. Correct.
Can't talk about that.
Battle rap history has been rewritten by Jazz the Rapper herself.
Nah, man, we not doing that. As bad as people want to give Nitty that win versus Sean, we're not doing that. We're not turning back the pages. Here's my thing.
I can't agree with you on this one, Jazz.
I jumped into that thread too. I want to thank Anwar for putting that thread up because it definitely caught some light. And here's the thing, with Jazz saying if that other person is ass, well, guess what? Being ass can be subjective, but what's not subjective? A choke. All right. We can always say, I like this person's round better, that person's round better, whatever. But we need to at least have one universal rule that cannot be argued. And being prepared, being clean is part of being a battle rapper. If not, we can just throw that out the window and just let you stumble all the way through because you had fire material and you still won. We can't do this. We got to keep that one universal rule at least. And nah, man, we not having it because that just opens up a floodgate and we can't do that, man. I ain't with it at all. We sticking to the old school Diddy rules. You choke, you lose that round.
I just really wish people would just stop making up their own rules, like just changing shit up to fit their narrative or to fit their favorites or their friends within battle rap. Like, it's just, look, this is the one rule that I feel like this is not debatable, like, at all. Exactly. If you choke, you lose the round, period, poo. Like, this is not an argument no more. This is not a debate. This is how this shit works. If you don't want to have to worry about breaking this rule, don't choke. Do what you're supposed to do, that you know what you have to do to not choke in the battle, and you won't have nothing to worry about. But at the end of the day, it's like I'm not even about to waste any more breath that the Lord has blessed me on this day on this topic, because it is what the fuck it is, and it's gonna stay this way.
All right. Now, I do understand what she's saying about your opponent being ass. But here, Chaz, this is why we have eyes and ears. We can easily say, yo, that person was fire. Clearly, if they did not choke, they would have waxed that person. They would have mopped the floor with them. We can still say, yo, this person had some crazy ass fire material. But once you choke, it's over, man. It's over.
All right, so let me chime in on this. I think about historical context when they want to go back and rewrite these things. Let's just go back to Averb versus SB in the street corner. You think if Averb stumbled in that room or out in that outside in that hood, that Guardian Angels bar would have hit? We might not even have the Midwest movement if he chokes that battle.
Right, all you New Yorkers would have said, "Pack them the fuck up and send them back to St. Louis."
So I do think that Jazz is trying to get to a point where it's like, just because you choked doesn't mean I was more entertained by the other person, and I can respect that. Yeah. But just because somebody's more entertaining doesn't mean they win the round. I watched Cannabis and Disaster for Cannabis, but Cannabis didn't win that battle. But I watched it for him and his arm sling and his notebook. You know what I'm saying?
30 pages of rhymes.
And I guess people like infuse entertainment with the value and the structure of a battle. Like, oh, well, if this is what I remember, this is what entertained me, this is what I keep going back for. Just because it's something you go back to watch again doesn't necessarily mean it's the winner. Like, there's a lot of battles where somebody lost to me clearly, but they had my favorite round and my favorite bar in the battle. Doesn't mean they won.
That's right.
So,
hey, Miss Marla, good morning.
And I'm also kind of disappointed that, like, the battle rappers that kind of defend choking are the battle rappers that can't sustain choking in their career. You think, what's going to happen if Jazz ever choked?
Oh, man.
Which I don't even know why she's trying to even, like what
is
your
have a parade for her, man.
Loso also agree with her, and I'm also disappointed in Loso agreeing with her.
I don't give a fuck.
He choked once in his career, and he's still paying for it sometimes, right?
Yeah, man. Verb tripping too, man. He was like, yeah, you know.
And that's my homie. I don't give a fuck that he agree with her. I would still say the same shit just cause my friend agreed, just cause Loso and Verb. I don't give a fuck if Murder Mook and Lux said, you know what, sis, she's right. I don't give a fuck what none of you niggas say. I don't agree with that shit. We are not debating this no more. A choke is a choke. If you choke, you lose the round. Period.
And battle rap stats, you know what I always say, man. If you gotta go bar for bar, if you gotta say bar for bar, your man lost, all right? If you got to go ball for ball, though, my man got that. Nah, man, he lost once you start doing that argument.
This is ghetto. Like, why are we even, you know what, N-word?
Yo, here's my thing. Imagine going to a live.
I want to know what you said to Jazz after she said that.
Imagine going to a live play and the star of the play is up there choking, forgetting words, not singing the right songs and all that. All right, if you go see the sound of music and they can't hit them joints and they forgetting words and slipping up, you're gonna be like, man, this play is trash. Why am I here sitting there watching this? This is terrible. We ain't doing that, man. Choking is not allowed, yo. That is the one universal rule that we have to stick to. I don't care.
I think too, like we should have already learned at this moment from the three tournaments that we've watched so far this year. Like I don't think anybody's won with a choke. Like if you choke in a tournament, you have to be flawless the next two rounds,
Absolutely.
which is virtually impossible.
What up,
So
dickhead?
so we're like
What up,
what up, Easy? So we're like witnessing that you just can't you kind of can't get by with a choke anymore. Like
Yeah,
even though it's
Fonz,
happening so frequently.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
Rita, Fonz choked,
This
but
is
Ace
so
Ali was
petty.
trying to start a Royal Rumble up in that joint. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
It's
God.
like,
Ace
They both
Ali.
did. They both
I'm
did.
so sorry.
he
They no,
choked also.
they both did. But I'm talking about somebody that choked and his
Right.
opponent didn't, and he
Yeah,
won.
yeah. No, yeah, you got to be
Easy,
flawless
easy.
and fired. You got to be flawless and fired the other 2 rounds.
Shout out to Easy the Block Captain. This is news to me too, Easy. I didn't know, but according to Jazz and Loso and Verb and the rest of your peers, they all think that just if you choke, you can still win the round. I'm just putting that out there for y'all. Newsflash. I guess
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck I've been since 2008. But I guess I've been thinking wrong this whole time when it comes to battle rap.
That's right, Rita. These people got so used to seeing people choke that it's okay for them now.
That's what the fuck it is, Rita.
Come
Come
on,
on,
Rita,
come on,
talk.
sis. Come on, sis.
I want to ask a question.
That's
I'm
what
sure
it is.
I read the chat while we were going through it. Everybody in the chat disagrees with Jazz's statement, but I want to ask everybody: is there a battle you can think of where somebody choked in a round but was still better than somebody else, so you gave him that round? Can anybody give me just one example?
I never gave nobody around that choke. That's why I'm like, I don't even want to talk about
if you can't give an example to the statement, or not enough examples to the statement, you probably think of one or two. You can't make it. It's an outlier then. Like
the closest example would have to be O-Red and Show Off. But here's the thing: when I watch that battle and I explain it to people, I go, "Yeah, O-Red clearly was smoking the boots off of Show Off, but he still choked. So by default, he loses that. It's just
people are saying Clips versus Geechee,
no,
which you see people giving Clips the third.
no,
though he choked,
no,
but the recovery was so good. People gave that shit to Clips.
I'm glad that Anwan Rita's up in here, because Geechee had a few choice words for Mr. Mark the Django. You know what I'm saying? By Mark giving Clips the joint and whatnot. So those are your peoples, man. Your people, them. Like Geechee was hot about that. Like we're not changing the rules for that. I understand it. Clips caught that. He turned it into a magical moment. Fantastic. We can talk about how great the recovery was, but at the end of the day, a choke is a choke.
A choke. That's what I'm saying. I think that probably will be. That's probably what she's alluding to. Is that.
I think in the history,
I don't know what the rest of the conversation was.
Yeah.
But X Factor versus Tom Montana.
I think in the decade of battle rap we have, I think we can name less than 5 examples of that happening. All right, and this is probably over thousands of battles we've all watched. Like, if I can only name 5 battles out of like 1,000 for a statement, maybe it's an outlier, maybe it's not accurate.
Right, and I guess another one that they brought up was Chess and DNA. Yes, Chess first round versus DNA, material wise, kind of low key had Chess with the material in that first round, but the brother was running to the back, like, come on, man, like getting nauseous off of eggs. Like, we not doing this. Like, we not up here to watch you baby noises and then puke. Like, we're not doing that, man. You know what I mean? We can't do that.
Yeah, you know what I want though? I want on beat battles to come back, Vlad. Because if you choke on a beat, you look
crazy.
Speaking of on beat battles.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to our sponsor, MC War. Log on to mcwar.com/Let's Talk Battle Rap and order that VOD. You know who's on the card. If you were here on Thursday, you saw Reggie P from ATL turn it up, letting you know why he is an ATL legend. We even saw Mr. Dickhead jump in the stream and go back and forth with Reggie P. All right, so if you ain't know who he was, I'm sure you know who he is now. He will be battling Chef Trez. And we also got the legend on beats, the Loch Ness Monster, all right? Lou Sims, Sweaty Murphy. E-Ness will be battling Big Terrence, Chi-Town's own. That battle is going to be fire. So it's 2 rounds on instrumentals, 1:16. The other guy spits the 16. The other guy spits the second 16. Other guys switch to second 16, acapella, and then back to the beats. Fire concept. It's going to be amazing. Follow them on Facebook and on Instagram, MCWC. And once again, log on to mcwar.com/Let's Talk Battle Rap. Order your VOD. Support your crew. Support your family here. And show love to your fellow battle rappers at MC War. Now let's go, friends. Big Monday rolls on.
All right, so I got some more quotes here. Let me pull it up.
Let's
All
go.
right. So Holmesy had a quote where he said, it's the league's responsibility to brand the talent. In this modern era, signing contracts with the league should be like A&Rs helping to maximize artists earning their potential. And I want to ask the audience, do you guys believe that the league should be responsible for branding the artists? And then we'll chop it up.
Let's go.
See, they not gonna like what I gotta say though.
Yeah,
Ben,
you're our specialist.
Def
So.
Jam.
Yeah, Ben, you're around a bunch of artists also.
I'm telling y'all.
Ben, you're around a bunch of signed artists and all that stuff. You know, you're in the studios. Your cousin V-Don is one of the best producers out there. Is it the label's job to help brand them, or is it a mutual thing? Or should the artist take the lead and try to make it happen? All right, absolutely not.
Keep going. What else is saying? If you got 40 dudes on contract, do you want 1 out of 40 effort? Do it yourself. They should be like URL promote the artist like the UFC does. Take the lead. It's the league's job. I'm seeing a lot of mixed results in the audience. I like this. This is a healthy topic.
Yep.
The battle is going to start doing better promo.
Got to start.
Word, Tooth.
Yep. If they sign to them, but you're still responsible for branding yourself, that's true too. Grown men got to start making sure they good. Yep. They directly put money in your pocket, so you should invest in their future. Although not everyone knows how to brand themselves as hardcore flavor. That is true too. In the music industry, some people are just purely artists and just know how to write rhymes, record, get their songs out, but don't know.
Dub says Pickstand promotes new artists better than URL. All right, let's not do that.
Oh man, yikes.
But they did do a really good job.
They did a good job, though.
I did a really good job.
Let's pump the brakes a little bit. But they did a good job.
They might be doing a better job than another league.
There we go. They're doing a better job than other people.
What's understood ain't got to be said. You feel me? You feel me?
Speaking of that league, bat signal. All right. Yeah, I know what to do.
Gang. Word. The A&R today is not what it was back then. That is true. Artists and repertoire is no longer a thing anymore.
That is true.
Mickey Fax said on Neo, he helped Saga.
Oh, y'all got a stamp? Y'all official now? What you thought this was, Tooth?
Do A&Rs even exist anymore? Branding isn't for yourself. I feel like A&Rs only exist for like super top artists.
Columbia.
Got top tier media.
Well, ask DNA, Easy, Yoshi, etc. how to brand yourself. They know what's up. That's right.
Nah, some of these bad rappers, they don't like what I gotta say.
Let's go, Cece. You are in the radio business. You talk to big time artists, Trey Songz, Meg and them, all the top tier artists that make your favorite jams, man.
Let me set this up.
What responsibility is it? Set it up, player.
Should the leagues be responsible for branding the battlers on contract?
I would say they might have a small role, but most of that has to be the artists themselves. Because again, you know, your label will get you to come into a radio station and do an interview or get you booked for one of their concerts, their summer concerts, their summer jams, whatever, birthday bashes. They'll get you where you're supposed to be. They'll put you in the right rooms, in the right scenarios, but you still have to make sure that you are branding yourself. Like, I have not done one interview with an artist. I don't give a fuck if it's just a new signed artist with Def Jam or somebody like a Trey Songz. Now, one time has an artist walked in this studio and not been on their phone and promote that they are at this radio station about to do an interview with whoever. You have to still be promoting yourself. You still have to take initiative that, yo, I'm here. tell your fans about it, show with your fans. Like, you still have to engage with your fans. You still have to engage with your audience. You still have to show people and have people entertained and give a fuck about you, because you are not the only person that wants to be a rapper or a battle rapper. So why should people give a fuck about you? I have literally heard A&Rs tell their artists, why the fuck should people care about you? That's what Brandon does. Brandon is going to help promote you and get you more opportunities. And if battle rappers cannot understand that logic, then I don't know what else to tell you. Yeah. I know it's a lot of homework, and I know I have to do shit. That if it was up to me, I would not have an Instagram or a Facebook or a Twitter. My life would be so much more peaceful. But unfortunately, even in my position, I have to post and brand myself every day, regardless what my day or how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Don't touch challenge and all that. You know what I'm saying?
It's part of the job. If you don't want to, don't be mad when you are out of sight, out of mind, and you're not getting booked for shit. That's what I'm gonna say. So you don't have to promote, you don't have to brand, but ain't nobody gonna care about your ass either or want to see you around, because nobody knows you. Yeah, nobody cares about you.
You know, in the music industry, it's usually like the labels want to meet you halfway. They want to see that you are doing something to get the streets to talk about you, to get the streets hot. Once you start bubbling somewhat, then they start activating things and really getting you up to the next level. You may not have the contacts to get up to a Jimmy Fallon. You may not have the contacts to get up to a Sway. You may not have the contacts to get up to a Complex to go sneaker shopping, which are all things that make you a whole lot more visible. And these labels, this is why people who are independent, who are getting good bread, decided to partner up with these labels, because they can't take it to that next level. They're tired of being seen by 100,000 eyes. They want to be seen by 1 million eyes, 5 million eyes, 10 million eyes. And that's what the labels help you do. But they put in so much groundwork to get to that point where they're selling 100,000 units on their own. And now it's like, yo, I'm making good bread, but it's time to go platinum, and it's time to like open up all sorts of other endorsements that I just can't touch. And guess what? To keep it real, there are some doors that are closed to people who are not associated with these labels. Because you know what? Everyone is in cahoots. This person knows that person. They all together. They worked in the mailroom. You ain't crossing through unless you sign some of them contracts, unless you are just that amazing and you manage to just like break all the rules and you're just selling shit tons of records on your own, or your personality is just that dynamic. But I will say this though, the labels, they have to work with you once you show them that you are making that, once you put down.
I agree. I think they do play a small part.
Yeah, man. But it's got to be both, man. You got to be able to get people interested in what you're doing without them. Otherwise, they ain't never going to help you blow up. And what are the chances of you blowing up if you're not willing to do it for yourself? They can put you in front of all the cameras and put you everywhere. But if you're still going to be boring and don't know and not telling people you're
I got a great example.
It ain't going to happen. Talk to me,
I got a great example.
Talk to me.
I love this female MC to death, Rap City. She came to the station. She showed us love. She is one of the most humble, one of the nicest female MCs I have ever come across, right? But she ain't getting no motherfucking play and love like Megan the fucking Stallion, period.
Well, she ain't twerking that ass either, you know what I'm saying?
I will tell you this. Rap City will wrap motherfucking rounds around Megan Thee Stallion. She got bars like that. She is a better lyricist than Megan Thee Stallion. However, what separates them? Brandon. What separates them? Megan Thee Stallion is talking to her fans every day, all day long. Period. Rap City don't do that shit like that. She got her little underground core fans, and they love her because they love what she spits. But if you want to be that next big thing, you got to know how to brand yourself and talk to your fans and stay engaged. That's the key thing about branding. It's not just to say, oh, I posted something today. I just took a picture. I just took a selfie and I'm just going to post it. I'll do stuff. That's not branding. You have to learn how to engage with your fans. Like Tay-Rock. Tay-Rock knows how to engage with his fans. Verb, he know how to engage with his fans. You know what I'm saying? Like the guy, Geechee, like all these guys that you see keep getting plates, they are the ones engaging and staying with their fans along the way.
Yeah, one of the most.
I need to start my PR firm.
One of the most polarizing guys in this game is Sue Surf. And back from 2009, Sue Surf was on Twitter every damn day talking to all of his supporters. When all the other battle rappers thought it was corny, they didn't know what he was doing. Why is he talking to these people every day? Why is he on Twitter every day, knowing people's first names, engaging with people? Now we look at it 10 years later, his brand cannot be broken. The man can choke 8 out of 9 battles, and people are still willing to see him battle in the next battle, and his core fan base is still there. They didn't understand what he was doing 10 years ago, but he was on that Twitter thing every damn day engaging with the people. And that also is part of what made him who he is and why he is so popular. So you got to engage with the people.
So before I launched LTBR years ago, I got a chance to meet with a strategist in a branding studio. And one thing they always kind of like implemented to me is that, like, if you don't pay for the product, the advertisers are the customers and you are the thing that's being sold. If you're not paying for the product, you are the product. So the battle rappers under contract, you're the product of URL. And products are made in machines and factories, but brands are created in the mind. So like your brand's a voice. It's a reputation that's attached to you. You got to protect it at all costs. And like you have to also kind of be strategic with it as to how can it evolve. You can't just think about day to day. You got to think long term with it as well. Like that's why when you hashtag LTBR, you can hashtag words after it, and it makes sense. Let's talk battle rap news. Let's talk battle rap stats. Let's talk battle rap facts. Let's talk battle rap opinions. Because I thought about long term how to continuously to build it in that manner. And I think that's the problem with the battle rappers. They don't necessarily think about things long term because it's so difficult with battles falling through, events not being secured, the future's never really bright, and you just hop on an opportunity for money at the time that you need. So it's hard to think very long term with battle rap. Like you can lock in a battle 8 months later and the battle might not happen like 8 months later. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of little factors that play into it. But I think the artists need to take the time to say to themselves, like, all right, if I don't know how to brand, I'm going to ask the league to push things that I want to do, and I have to go seek the mentorship or learn how to brand.
That's what Verb said. Get next to one of these cats who did it already. Ask for a little advice. Ain't no shame in that game, man.
And it's kind of hard to compare it to the music industry because, like, it's not like there's somebody there taking all your percentages off top and making sure they're giving you a budget. Like you don't need a budget as a battle rapper, really, right? All you need is your lodging taken care of, your deposit paid, and you show up and complete the job. But as an artist, like you need this budgeting to create the product as far as making all these songs, studio sessions, features, touring, traveling, music videos, shoots, dinners, meetings. Like a battle rapper doesn't have to do all those things. So that's why the A&R comparison is a little like, I get it, but it's not all the way 100% connected to the way these artists work, which is interesting because a lot of guys have had managers in the past, have been successful. A lot of times they break off.
I've had a manager.
I would like to see more battle rap managers. That's one thing I would definitely like to see.
I wonder how the game would be if it was more so like, you know what? Here's $100,000 budget for you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to book you X amount of battles. You can use this money, you know what I'm saying, to do things that you need to do and help build that brand. I wonder what the structure and what battle rap would look like if people were getting signed like that, because you got all kinds of people who are doing a bunch of derelict things on YouTube and Instagram getting signed by guess who? Record labels as influencers. So as battle rappers, you are an influencer. You can go and lock down one of these budgets with one of these companies and all that, make things happen too.
I mean, maybe that's going to be coming in flourishing in the later months, maybe a year to come with this whole caffeine shake. You know what I'm saying? I know all this takes time.
Yep.
But you know, battle rappers, y'all got to also do your part too. You can't just sit on your ass and think that you're gonna just like Smack is gonna have all y'all have a social media coordinator following y'all around and doing the shit for you, like some people have.
And I have to
It's
say,
just
honestly,
it's just not. You have to learn and get in the habit of doing it yourself first.
agree, CC.
And so that bag can be, dropped on you, and you can pay somebody to do your social media for you. Sure.
I want to say that there really isn't much more you can ask of the league, maybe other than like them playing your music or reposting things you have going on outside of battle rap, because the league's already giving you 2 shows a week, 3 shows a week during Ultimate Madness. Like they were on caffeine 4 times a week, just as much as we are and as much as any other streamer is. So like they got the craziest push.
You can get you a page right now and get verified with the quickness. Like y'all get to skip so many hoops and ladders. Like, there's like, I don't know what else to tell these guys.
I wouldn't mind seeing leagues helping guys out with their merch and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because some people do not know how to get it together. And let's keep it real. Some of the merch is fire. Most of the merch is trash. All right. I'm gonna keep it 100%.
The reason why, but you know why I say, you know why you use the word trash, Vlad, is because it's like merch that when you say it on paper, you're like, I wouldn't wear a shirt that says that.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Or maybe it's just the font is terrible, or the graphics are terrible, or the material is terrible. Like getting someone who could put together some fire merch for you that you can sell on your own would be dope. WWE does it. You think these wrestlers are sitting around trying to create all of the imagery and all that stuff that's being sold? No. Guys could be selling. I ain't about to give the game away, all right? Because there's some stuff coming, you know what I mean? But there's so much stuff directly related to battle rap that could be branded and to be made to look fire that they're not being taken advantage of. I do feel the leagues are lacking in that department. KLTD used to hook people up with some fire merch. They had that hooked up. I ain't going to front. I wouldn't mind seeing other leagues doing the same thing too and hooking up their battle rappers with some fire designers who could put together some dope-ass merch for them. And if you're a battler, how about you put that in your contract? Put aside X amount of money to hook me up with a designer to make this happen. It's things you can ask for.
Yeah. Another thing too, Vlad, I think when these guys get this lump sum of money, like obviously they probably have a lot of things going on in their personal lives, so they don't get a chance to reinvest it. Shotgun Shook said this a long time ago. Like, I wish I had invested my battle rap checks from earlier, right? Because then I think about guys that got paid, like Joe Buttons years back when he said, I made 250,000. I'm like, they gave you 200,000 to battle? He's like, well, to be honest, I got paid 120 and I used that 120 and I turned it into 2. And I was like, well, why aren't battle rappers doing that with the 2, 3, 4, 5,000 they get now? You know, so there's also something like to think about for the future as well. But
people don't know how to flip things.
But it's all really tough because it's all real case by case situation. It's all real like this person's gonna get this person's gonna get that, and everybody's situation is not the same. So there's no one template for everybody, and that's why everybody kind of like, whoa, I need help, or how do I brand, how do I manage, how do I invest, how to do this? It's not one answer.
Nobody's manager, they wouldn't like how I talk to them. I said this last week. I have a very no shit approach. Like, I don't take no shit. Like, I'm very stern. I get that from my father, so if I couldn't manage no battle rapper, because they probably be like, you know what, bitch, like, I'm done, like, this is over. I don't like how you're talking to me, you're talking down to me.
And you know what's tricky about what's really tricky about but
like, I don't like how you make me feel. Every time you call my phone, my anxiety goes up. I be like, what this bitch want now? Like, what did I do wrong? Like, it just wouldn't be good. I can't be no manager.
I want to say this though. I do see a lot of difficulties in a battle rapper trying to market, right? Because if you're just a rapper, you could just kick freestyles, you could rap, put out songs, get on other people's stuff. As a battle rapper, you're only going to allow yourself to perform that one time. If you have bars for ciphers, those are bars that could be used for battles maybe, right? Like, you're not getting a chance to showcase your talent all the time. It's on a very scheduled base. So there's also that, and you have to create yourself outside of it. And it's tough because a lot of people only know you from within it. Even some of the biggest guys, Sue Surf and Hitman, can't convert a lot of numbers to their regular activities away from the ring. And I mean, like, yeah, they'll bring 5,000 people, but combined they have over 1 million followers. So
this is something that's being developed, man.
It's definitely tough.
Like I said, this is probably part of Smack's plan. 5-year plan since he signed with Caffeine. It's got investments and money coming. I'm pretty sure this is all part of the plan. But until then, you got to do your part too, though.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a fact.
And I think the world becoming a lane where you could become a professional battle rapper has like really changed everything, because battle rap was always a stepping stone. And even to this day, it still kind of is a stepping stone, because unless you get to one of the big name guys, a lot of accolades, there's not much of an end game in here, right? Like unless you get Moog, Lux, Verb on the card, do a bunch of Summer Madnesses and Gnomes, like it's hard to leave a legacy. That's why only 5% of PGs over the last decade converted.
A whole fact.
Let's keep it rolling though. This is a good healthy talk.
I hope battlers are watching and listening.
You can't be a professional battle rapper without annual contracts.
Annual, so yearly.
That's what I was saying. You know, lock them in for them joints.
I mean,
because we know for a fact a lot of times, man, I don't know what these guys are getting paid. We can only speculate, but the guys who are not the stars, I'm pretty sure by the time they get that front end, that's already on bills that are past due. You feel me? And waiting for that second half is
true,
like
man.
waiting on babies. But if you can give a dude a $30,000 bag in January and say, yo, this is the budget we had for you already. Here's the 30 racks. You hold it down. You need some help with marketing. You need some help with this. You need some help with that. We can do that for you. If you choose to blow this bag, I don't want to hear nothing that you've got to say. Because if you sit there and you blow that 30 racks within that first month, then you were not looking to get coached. You were not looking to get help. You were not looking to take your brand higher. You were not trying to elevate. But if they did have those, you know, annual bags that you can get,
are battle contracts the equivalent of an advance? Like you get paid,
could be,
you know, for this much, and
if you sign a 5 battle deal, and let's say you're hypothetically getting paid 5 racks a battle, and they're like, yo, it's January 1, you sign that deal on December 31st, January 1, here's the 25 racks in your joint or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You're covered with it. You can make some things happen. You can turn that and do something.
They got to pay it back?
Well, you don't have to pay it back. You don't have to pay it back, so it's not fully the same. But I guess fundamentally, it's the same where you're receiving a lump sum of money for something that hasn't been completed yet, and you have to fulfill it. So I guess that's the only comparison.
Some people are saying that's going to be causing a lot of no-shows.
I mean, that happens already now, and I also think like the reason why we have so much no-shows and no regulations is because there hasn't been much of like, oh, I'm going to sue you if you don't take things serious. Like at least in music, like when things happen, you copyright something, you violate some, they will pull their lawyers out with the quickness.
Damn,
battle rapper is like,
you start no-show and they start garnishing your wages, all them other places.
In battle rap, you start no-show and you just burn the bridge, and there's like 20 other bridges for you to cross.
They go, Rita. And a lot of times these artists think, oh man, I got my lawyer work for the label. That's right. He worked for the label. He don't work for you.
I can imagine it now. Yo, Smack.
Don't get that. Don't get them things confused.
Smack a rat, son. Smack a snitch. He trying to sue me. Nah, man. They just doing business, bro.
All right, let's keep it rolling, y'all. We got a bunch of announcements over the weekend for Kings and Queens. October 17th on Caffeine. The first set of females to go and step foot on the Caffeine stage. On the Caffeine lights, the lights will be very bright.
Women, friends.
Women, kings, queens, females.
Oh, that F word sounds so
right now we team kings, Vlad, all right?
There you go.
So we team kings right now, all right? So
Vlad, how you team kings? Okay. I hope your wife is listening and watching. Did you hear him?
She knows this is all entertainment. Now I'm talking about.
Like I said, I'm 2 hours away. You let me know when I need to pull up.
All right, let's go through some of these announcements then. We got
let's rock.
All right, we'll start with the best one that I think is everybody's favorite. K-Shine versus E-Heart announced for Kings and Queens.
I'm so happy she got K-Shine, yo.
We'll throw it to the people. What do you guys think of K-Shine versus E-Heart? K-Heart versus E-Shine.
You stupid. Shine 2-1, says Shadina. Fire says Flyboy Wave. Let's go Heart, says Conqueso. Gonna be a war, says Shoe Gang. NWX Gas. Oh, come on, JR. Shine 30 says Savage Vandross. K-Shine 3-zip hardcore flavor. Girl, STFU. You don't believe that.
Easy.
Hey, they from Philly. They can talk to each other like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's just regular neighbor.
That's just regular talk, man. Hey, dickhead, you got
like
some
Detroit.
butter? You got some sugar I can
Be
borrow?
aggressive by nature. You know what I'm
Fuck out of
saying?
here. I ain't got no sugar for you, dickhead. Go to the poppy store. Give me a pack of Marlboros while you're at it.
This a body bag, Shine Easy. Wow.
Zipper.
Easy? Oof. I got every king going for 30 except Surf, says our admin. Yikes. E-Heart Fire, Shine Gentlemen's.
We
2-1 either way, says Ronnie.
We know you two are going to be split on this. So I'll let...
Y'all know where I'm planting my flag.
Oh, let's go. Okay. Ladies first. Let's hear this.
I planted my flag, and I said, what was one that was, I was a little worried for Vixen versus DNA, right? That's Vixen versus, okay. So, but this one, I ain't worried about it. I know my girl. This is the type of fight where I stand back and I let my sis work. Oh. You know, I tell everybody else, don't jump in. Oh. Anybody jump in, they get swung on. I don't need to worry about my sis. My sis got this one. I got E-Heart. She been calling for Shine. She been saying she wants to battle Shine. That's one of the guys that's on her hit list. She finally got him, and that's what it's going to go down. It's going to be a glorious victory. Glorious victory.
Glorious.
Glorious. This
glorious.
Is protected by the red,
and I can't wait.
And the green.
I can't wait to see my sis fight.
Oh, yeah. CC, E-Heart is going to put up a valiant effort. It's going to be a strong showing. However, in the end, it's going to be too little. K-Shine is going to outclass her. He's going to show her what it's like to be in the ring with a professional top.
Well, I know he's going to show up.
Here to the man that has not lost a battle, arguably, in how many years now? He ain't about to lose the battle now. All right, I feel like K-Shine got a couple more gears that E-Heart hasn't reached yet, but she will learn some nice lessons that day, and K-Shine will be the victor.
Friends, I need you to do your 2020 statement about.
Oh, here we go.
Y'all keep on saying like y'all haven't been paying attention to 2020. So many things have went the other way. Y'all never know what's gonna happen. It's 2020.
Wait, I got you, sis. I got you.
Here we go.
Come on.
Chess thought the same thing too.
Well, you know I didn't pick Chess well, so no offense to the young prince. You know, I didn't have him winning that one.
Hello, exactly.
If I had to choose between Chess and E-Heart to go against K-Shine, I would have chose E-Heart. What the fuck?
Damn.
What? What?
Like that shot?
I would have chose E-Heart. I was like, go in there, girl.
Oh my gosh.
Chess this one out. Watch.
Here come Tata. Chess first and third. Oh, here we go.
Now,
4 times 7. He lost to Danny. Here we go. That was a good battle. I ain't gonna front. That was a good battle.
I want to say this: K-Shine and E-Heart is going to be 6 rounds of chain punching, and I'm here for all of it. All right, I'm here for all of it. A bunch of performance because E-Heart added that to her game as of recently, so that's going to be fun. And K-Shine's going to be dancing around. She's going to be dancing around.
Like you said, Fran, she added it, but K-Shine has mastered it. All right. Did you not see the K-Shine Instagram when he was 6 years old in 1995 with his leather coat and his hat, rapping? I don't know what it was. Big L, Smooth the Hustler, looking like a professional rapper already. This man's been doing this thing since 6 years old, working at Magic, man. It's gonna get crazy up there.
Let's keep going. There's more announcements. Charlie Clips versus Couture. That's gonna be a fun one, right?
What's the word you picked for that one?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're probably right. That's the wrong word for it. That's actually
gonna be a savage battle, man.
It's gonna be toxicity.
And guess what? You're here for it all.
All right, everybody out there.
In my veins.
Clips versus Couture. Is this the toxic match of your dreams?
Let's go. Tata, I so want this battle.
I got one that would
be funny.
This
one. A word? Clips Couture will be battle of the night. Clips is gonna play around. I don't think Clips gonna play around. I don't think he's gonna play around.
He's gonna do a lot of jokey because
Couture 2-1.
Because these two got history, right?
They used to date.
Have history. They used to live
So,
together. You know, when you live with someone, you know
there's
everything.
certain things them two can both say to each other about certain things.
When you live with someone, you know
and you live with somebody,
everything.
Lord.
Yes.
Hey, do you guys think they had a combo beforehand? Like, yo, we ain't talking about this. We ain't talking about that.
I think it's all on the table, yo. Are you
Fuck
crazy?
We're not putting no peace treaties on the table. Fuck that. We going to war.
Have you seen what Couture has done to the ladies in the past, man? You think she's gonna like ease up on Clips? And we see what Clips did to Farrah, and they're homies. Like, they're friends.
He was really fire against Farrah.
Yo, he was really trying to hurt her
was
feelings at one point, man. It was getting kind of like, yo, Clips, man. Like, why?
War is war, Tata.
Why are we doing this? Clips? Like, why are we doing this?
Couture ain't Farrah, says Miss Marla. Couture 3-0.
Hey, Miss Marla, Miss Earrings, I hear you. All right, I understand that. We know that Couture will not have her best friend feeding her lines over her shoulder as the battle goes on. You know what I'm saying? And we know that Couture is willing to take it to whatever level to win this battle. Clips, you better hope she ain't got no props, no old saved pictures in her phone. You know what I'm saying?
Every bitch. Well,
I don't know what kind of, if Charlie Clips was writing love letters, I don't know.
I hold on to receipts.
4-page letters. Like, this is going to get crazy.
Like tax returns. I hold on to them.
Good morning, man.
Yeah.
We talking about Couture versus Clips. Who you got?
Hold on to the evidence and the receipts, ladies, until you know coast is clear, because you never know when a motherfucker might want to try to show up on you like, oh, he doing better, and be like, oh, really? I got some for that ass, motherfucker.
And here's the thing.
I don't do that. Was my 20s when I was like my early 20s when I was very, very spiteful, and the Scorpio in me was very toxic and evil. And
well, let me just say this. I'm still in my 20s, and I'm still very toxic, and I'm still very evil. All right? I kept all the receipts.
I
was a crazy son.
I got the receipts from all three of my phones. Crazy. One phone, two phone, the third one over here. This is years of toxicity in these phones.
Oh, my gosh. I remember France called me after one very toxic incident, and me and my damn near 40-year-old ass was like, France, what are you doing? You gotta let this go, bro. What are you doing?
Listen, man.
Definitely got that toxicity out of the system that day, boy.
Maybe on Toxic Thursdays we'll talk about it. But I was very.
We'll talk about it now. Come on, brother. I got your back, brother. Come on, man.
It was very toxic.
Scorpio women, we are one of the most loving and caring. But if you scorn us, if you do wrong by us, so help you God.
You do right by me ain't no good. CC like a female Drake, yo.
Got the voodoo for you, folks.
CC the female Drake out here, man. I'm still light skinned, but I'm still a dark.
Every dark skinned person hates that line. They be like,
"To you right by me." Nah, man, I got clips.
I'm a Taurus, so they don't be thinking I'm toxic. I be moving in stealth.
Oh,
look, I got me a few crystals. Shout out to my best friend KK. You know, and RX told me, yep, the ones that my best friend gave me, those are the ones I need to start. You know, look, I'm a different woman. You know, I'm a woman now. I don't play kitty games. You know?
All right, shout out to Gaddis. Gaddis is in the building.
What up?
We'll be having her on in the future. And Gaddis, best of luck on your return this Sunday. Or
this
Sunday, right?
Okay, now.
This Sunday, next Sunday, 2 Sundays from now?
I'm not sure.
2 Sundays from now, the 18th.
Open the gates.
The 18th? Okay.
Yeah. Open the gates. Let's
go.
Yeah, 2 Sundays from now.
The 18th. All right, let's more announcements over the weekend for Kings and Queens. C3 versus Rum Nitty. What you got to say about that one, CC?
Here we go.
I said it last week. I have to step aside. Resumes, you can DM your resume to be the new captain of the Nitty Brigade until this battle happens. CC on air, one word. I'm accepting resumes right now because I have to roll with my girl C3. Like, it is. Y'all thought I was gonna switch up. I said what I said. I'm riding with the ladies. I said this last week. We talked about this last week. Because I'm still accepting applications. Deadline is this Friday.
Cece, we were just wondering if you came to your senses on this Monday. You know what I mean? That's why we gave you the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
whole weekend went by. We just wondering if you came to your senses. We like, maybe she's going through that thing and she's tripping. You know what I mean? But this is a whole new week.
Like, I know the fuck I'm talking about, and I'm good. It is what it is.
Okay.
I'm still riding with C3, but that little clip, I don't know who posted it. Somebody posted a tiny clip of their little interview they did together.
Oh yeah, he got under her skin.
Said something about her ass.
Mm-hmm. She walked away.
Uncle Rob was like, "What's her best attribute?" He says, "That ass."
She do got a fatty though.
And she was like, "Shorty got a."
Shorty got a fatty.
Shorty got a fatty. Shorty, we have a mood. Yo, she walked off so mad.
She's like, interview over.
But you know what? I gotta imagine, like for C3, you know, her being, you know, into the ladies, for these dudes to constantly be like, "Yo, ma, you got."
It's disrespectful.
That's like some grown ass buff dude that's in the dudes going, "Yo, shorty, yeah, you with the Timbs, yeah, yo, son, you got a fat ass, son." Be like, "Yo, come on, man, leave me alone, B. Like, I'm just trying to go to the store. You over here harassing me." Like, that's got to be such a weird scenario for C3 to be in, man. Like, if Nitty can get underneath her skin, just dropping that one bar like that, what happens when he comes up with immaculate schemes and bars about
you
that?
You know he's gonna talk about that ass, because you know when he battled Official last year, you know he said something about how she looked like a pea. She shaped like a pea. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for the ass and tits and
Jerm Perkins says Nitty hit hustle. He got no standards. I agree with that statement, man.
Oh, come on, man. What are you talking about, man?
Shout out to that statement.
Man. Hustle.
Nitty hit hustle. He ain't got no.
Y'all terrible.
You and friends in timeout.
Y'all in timeout. Come on, man.
I'm blaming friends for this. So you and friends go find the nearest corner. You're in timeout.
All beautiful queens with all shades of melanin and all shapes. Man. Y'all are all beautiful. Send your hate mail to France and Germ the Worm. You know what I'm saying? Not over here, all right?
Listen, man. All I'm saying is this chat is rowdy. This chat is relentless, as we all know. The last announcement over the weekend for Kings and Queens as well. Swamp versus KCJ.
Oh.
Now, I was not
South
expecting
Carolina
this one.
versus Texas.
But
That's why it's still to the people first. What do you guys think out there? Princess versus Prince. Swamp's gonna go light. Great match. This battle's fire. KCJ is fired, he says. KC21 says Carmella. Swamp with the dirty 30 says 1. Bardashians, Hunger Games. Swamp 2-1, Swatty 408.
I wonder if this
Swamp 30.
Ooh.
You know what? Who was Loso supposed to battle?
Supposed to battle Vixen.
Vixen.
Till DNA came and stole that plate up.
Shout out to Loso, because I remember he said on our interview that he was talking.
He tried to manifest
and it. Then after the interview, it just went whoop.
DNA's like, y'all giving that Puerto Rican the plate? Give me that, man. I'm ready.
But yeah, you know the vibes, Rita. It's still KC.
3-0.
Yeah,
come on, man. Y'all not even being realistic anymore, man.
But you know what, Swamp? You know you can't lose this battle. You can't be undefeated on the app and then lose to a girl, Swamp.
You know, why you gotta say it like that? Casey is talented, all right?
You know
because
you can't
he's still toxic. That's why.
Get your shit together now. Start getting your shit together and start riding this Swamp, because you lose this battle after being undefeated and talk about how you've been undefeated on URL. It's about to be dark.
Oh, Cece sound like me right now. I like this.
It's gonna be dark.
Toxic Cece, man. Lady Drake. That's her.
Shit. I wish I had that Drake bag.
I wish you had the Drake bag too. You feel me?
Drake, you know, if you watch it.
We could be part team OVO, all right?
I could make a mean ass beef stew. You know, it's getting cold outside.
Hey, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
We can all shock up in the Toronto matchup.
Different. I'm just saying.
Toronto.
You know, it's getting cold outside.
I'll say this, man. If we get the KCJ that had the exact same material and delivery that we saw versus Miss Merck, this could be dangerous for Swamp. If we get the same type of material and delivery, this could be dangerous. But the KCJ that I saw versus Coffee was a little vulnerable. The material was not hitting the same. The delivery did not feel the same. It sounded more Queen of the Ring-ish, and that is not a knock. But to me, I felt like when she battled Miss Merck, it was definitely like 2 levels up from what we saw.
Damn near like a
she was talking crazy. Her delivery was crazy. And the projection, the aggression, it was all there. I need her to tap back into that energy if she is going to beat Swamp. Otherwise, it's going to be Swamp 2-1. You know what I mean? I'm going to give her some respect because I've seen her hit some highs. But Casey, you're going to need to tap into that Miss Merck energy. Otherwise, like Cece said, they might cut the lights off on you.
Well, I think Casey's going to do good. I definitely got Casey 2-1. Yeah, I'm just making sure that, you know, I don't know if Swamp has ever battled a female before. I don't know. Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. But again, I keep on saying this to the men. If all you're going to talk about is how these girls are bitches, they hoes, they this and that, that's not going to get you a win. Like, if you just feel like, oh, I'm just going to just clown this bitch and call her so many different types of hoes, that's not going to work. Especially with somebody like Casey who can, and we have seen her be lethal. And like I say, she was talking to Miss Mark like she was a fucking man. She dragged Molly Wop, slandered that bitch to death and back, and then sent her soul back up there. Like she's in purgatory as I speak. Miss Mark is still in bad rap purgatory. I ain't forget you still in bad rap purgatory. But yeah, I still got KC 2-1. I ain't gonna say 3-0 like Rita. You know, I ain't gonna see 3-0. But I will say 2-1. I'll let Swamp get a round. Swamp can get a round.
Rita talking 30. She must be on a perk 30. All right, man. That's what's going on right now.
And I think it was Hunger Games. Jazz was on the show last week. I think it was Thursday, right? Wednesday. So check out that episode of our interview. It's time stamped and everything. If you just want to go straight to the interview, she explained why she's picking certain battles that she's gonna do.
It's 11:52, and Rita says she is on her 30th blunt, but her brain is still functioning.
Damn!
I think she's exaggerating, but we know what you mean.
I don't know if she's I don't know if she's exaggerating.
You know what? You might be
Look,
right.
she could probably exaggerate Snoop at this point. God damn!
All right, guys. We're gonna close off with some more female battle rap. I was having some interesting dialogue with some of my peers, some of the people that we talk really hardcore battle rap with to keep our brain sharp. And I was asked a question: is Coffee Brown a top 5 female battler this year? I think this is kind of going under the radar. What do you guys think? Coffee's the most active.
Whoa! Let's break the top 5 down before. So. In no order.
Well, I want to see what people think first before we nullify.
Rita says yes,
agree.
She is. Coffee is top
active.
5. Says Jerem. Yes, says Miss Marla. Yes, 4-time tie. No cap. Hunger Games. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, says our own admin. She just had a good battle with B Magic. I ain't seen it yet, Shadina.
Yeah, this year, I'm with him.
He's the only one who has been active for the most part. Yes. It really ain't hard to beat. Ooh.
I mean, shit, they're not giving the girls a lot of play. So, I mean,
not all the time this year.
I know. I'm with it. I'm up on it this year, 2020.
Oh no, that wasn't to you. That was just to the chat in general.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I know you weren't talking to me like that.
Damn, I'm really trying to make sure that I'm not forgetting about any ladies doing their work on these smaller leagues, because we already know we talk about this a lot.
Possibly the West
Queen
has
of the
2
Ring
of
ain't
the
been
top
doing shit.
5, says Hunger Games. With the
might not agree
and I
with
know
that.
our ex been battling. Okay, Coffee.
Material-wise, you could have RX and
All
material.
right, if we want to scratch out 40, right? 40 Bar is having a great year.
Oh,
So
damn, I'm Wild says no.
40 Bar is having a great year. Scratch out 40, so that
Yeah.
she's up there.
40.
If she's on this card coming up, you can chalk her in as well, right? Misfit, if Misfit and Jazz goes down, you can chalk them up on this card too, right? So that's already like 3-4 spots stuck off rip.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. Before we just say yes, we got to break down the top 5. Who we gonna put in this top 5? And if she fit in it, then cool.
I personally think she's having a better year than Casey.
She beat her.
Well, she beat Casey.
Yeah,
and not only beat her, she had fire material. I want to put that out
she
there.
took that. She took that one.
Coffee,
she took that.
Listen up, Coffee. I've been very, very, very critical of you in the past. It is no secret. But the material and delivery you've been coming with has been type crazy. Like, you know how to perform. You know how to engage that camera. You know how to get people interested in what you are doing. The bars have been fired. The delivery has been fired. The setups, the punches. I got to give it to you. This has been your level up year. You know, it's for all of the discrediting I may have done in the past, which I felt was warranted because you were very hit or miss. Choked here, choked there, some of the bars, but this year has been 100%. I don't know what got you focused, but you are in your bag right now. Continue doing what you're doing. You keep kicking ass like this, you have a great chance of ending up in that top 5 because you have definitely leveled up. I want to give you
comfortable.
I want to give you your flowers for this year. You have leveled up, Queen.
Okay. That's my thing. It's like, I just feel like I know there's girls putting in work too on these smaller leagues. I know this. You know what I'm saying? We talked about Lady Caution earlier.
Right.
She's been battling. You know, that's why I'm like, you know, and just because Jazz come outside for one battle, like, are we gonna put her in the top 5 for one battle?
Probably not, but I don't think so. But I think Misfit, 40, and we see Official again. Like, I think those 3 are like locked in. I think those 3 don't move anywhere. But Coffee's got some work cut for this year. Like, she battled Misfit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know there's
Misfit.
Been girls
she beat
on
Casey.
leagues.
She is the first female on a Rookies versus Vet against B Magic. Like, that's also in the history
against the
books.
dude, against a St. Louis legend, against a punchline god, against a dude who's torn down Summer Madnesses and Gnomes. Like, and B Magic is trying now. You know what I mean?
They got him on the veteran minimum, and he's showing effort.
Hey, he's showing up, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's showing effort.
Like, that's a challenge, man. That is a challenge. I don't care what anyone says. At the end of the day, if B Magic is trying, it's still a challenge.
Has Misfit battled this year? Besides this potential battle with Jazz?
She battled Coffee at the beginning of the year. And
they had the 2-on-2 joint.
And the Jazz battle still, like, just circulating in the air. So
I can't put Misfit in the fucking top 5 for just that. No. Are y'all doing that?
Said if she battles Jazz. If she battles Jazz, I would.
The ladies ain't got that many opportunities, man.
But that's why
you gotta count a little bit more.
That's why this is hard because number one, we know that the major players ain't giving the ladies a lot of bags to begin with and a lot of plates. So a lot of these smaller leagues have been keeping these females alive. So I'm not trying to discredit that work that these girls are putting on the smaller leagues, regardless if I knew it or not. That's why I'm like, I'm not just going to just, I would say just to answer the question, yes, for now. I say Coffee Brown, put her in the top 5. I say yes for now, but I'm not going to discredit if somebody be like, yo, but you need to check out this girl. And these are all the battles she's done so far this year. Like,
shout out to our sponsor, the Peace Watchers in the building. Why can Misfit not be in the top 5 if she battles Jazz?
One battle.
But she had the 2, you know what I'm saying?
No.
But here's the thing, though. If you
we're giving Coffee credit for the 2-on-2, we got to get fit for it too.
Come on now. But here's the thing.
I got her losing. That's why
you are in the small.
every fucking bar. Get comfortable. I took that one. I don't give a fuck.
Here we go.
Okay, that's what it really was. That's the agenda.
I give coffee brownie points for being Casey. I'm not being subjective.
No, you're right. You're right. No, we all agree.
I will put coffee above Casey on the top 5 or top 10 list.
I agree. I agree with you all the way.
Coffee has been working. Yes. And here's my thing. If you are a lady who is on the small league, if you are doing them chitlin circuits, your battles have to have impact. All right. If you are in a small league, you have to make noise. You got to have performances so crazy that people are like, did you see so-and-so on such and such league battling whatchamacallit? And she went crazy. Like, you got to have the impact if you are on the smaller leagues to start being considered for those things. If you're just having decent battles all year long against so-so competition, that's not going to be enough. But if you can only battle so-so competition and you clearly flaming them, and we talking about you here on this platform.
Okay, so for everybody that keeps bringing up about Coffee having to redo her rounds versus Casey, y'all can get mad at Coffee, but at the end of the day, Casey, according to her side of the story, allowed her to redo it. Yeah. So if your opponent allows you to respit your 2 rounds that you choked in and ends up having better material and looking better at the end result, you can't be mad at Coffee. That's your fault.
We can only go by what we see.
Somebody let you redo that fucking essay that you bombed and you did a better job and got an A. You gonna take that A, right? All right then. You gonna take that A, not that F. Come on.
Hello.
And on that note,
rookie mistake.
Hello.
That was a great way to end it. All right, y'all. As always, LTBR Daily, Monday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
Right. When you're with family. Hey, man, everyone, follow us on all socials at LTBR Podcast, at CC on Air, all one word, and at Program V. Don't forget to our YouTube, man. We're about to crack that thou pretty soon. We're dropping clips up there.
Thank you, Tata.
All of y'all. Subscribe to that YouTube. Subscribe to us on Apple, Google, Stitcher, Spotify, anywhere you listen to. If you missed any of this, go to YouTube, go to those platforms and catch up on it. Tomorrow we will see you guys at 10:30 a.m. Thank you guys for joining us this morning. Peace.
Good work, y'all.
Yeah.
That went by fast, right?
Hell yeah.